Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In my last video, I compared three heavy weapons, the Serpent's Edge, the Forgotten Gladius, and the Sacred Hammer, and I wanted to give that same treatment to the other two weapon types, being heavy and light. And I wanted to do heavy today because light has the most variety, so I just want to get heavy out of the way. In my medium weapons video, I categorized them into the swing speed, the middle ground, and the blunt weapon kind of categories. But I can't really do that with heavy weapons because there's not really that much in terms of statistical difference in between the three categories. Most of the time what you're looking at is a difference in talents. So I have the Petra's Anchor, the DarkSteel Greatsword, and the Iron Birch for my picks that I'm going to be comparing. Petra's Anchor right now has the highest base damage at 47.7, a base damage of 26.5 with a scaling of 8. Keep in mind all damage numbers are being calculated at 100 of the weapon stat. A weight of 9, a range of 8, a swing speed of 0.6, a penetration of 15%, and end lag of 0.1 seconds. This takes it for the highest damaging heavy weapon. Being a legendary weapon, I didn't want to include legendary weapons, but Petra's Anchor feels a lot less like a legendary weapon because it can be passed down and enchanted, so I wanted to put it on the list anyway. If you really wanted the best heavy weapon, it would obviously be the Crypt Blade, but then again, I didn't want to put that legendary weapon because that just kind of seemed unfair. Next we have the DarkSteel Greatsword. The DarkSteel Greatsword recently got a rework to its critical attack. Instead of just slamming your sword on the ground, you'll now kind of do like a slash uppercut and it'll knock enemies back, which is pretty cool. The DarkSteel Greatsword, or the Dark Alloy Greatsword, because we're taking the alloyed version, has a max damage of 45.5, a base damage of 26 with a scaling of 7.5, a weight of 9, a range of 9, swing speed of 0.6, 10% chip damage, so basically what chip damage is whenever you hit an opponent's block. For the Dark Alloy, because it has 10% chip, 10% of the damage will go through the block, with an end lag of 0.1 seconds. Dark Alloy Greatsword actually outranges all of the weapons, so that's a pretty nice thing. It also has a unique critical, which can definitely come in handy because not everyone knows its parry timings because it's different from all the other criticals. It's also a greatsword, so all greatsword talents will work on it. This will come more in handy when I talk about our next weapon, the Iron Birch. The Iron Birch has a max damage of 42.4, a base damage of 26.5 with a scaling of 6, a weight of 4, by far being the least heavy of the heavy weapons, a range of 8, a swing speed of 0.64 with no penetration, chip, or end lag. This is what makes the Iron Birch a little bit more unique than all of the other weapons. It does a little bit less damage than something like the Petras or the DarkSteel, but it doesn't have end lag and it has 0.04 higher swing speed, so it really kind of makes it feel a lot more like a medium weapon, but that does more damage, which can definitely put it up there in my opinion of honestly top 5 weapons to use Deepwoken. They also added a lot of new axe talents. I don't have images of them, but a lot of them have to do with block breaking and stunning, and actually movement speed penalties. So right now, great axes are actually looking pretty good as a weapon to pick up. There are great axes that do more damage than the Iron Birch, but in my opinion, the Iron Birch is the best of them because of the fact that it does, that it has a higher swing speed and no end lag. I could put the Enforcer's Axe up here, but I didn't really want to do that because the Enforcer's weapons have a very abysmal swing speed of only around 0.54 or something like that, and to me that's just a little bit too low to be usable, which is why I picked the Iron Birch. Unlike medium weapons, I can't really say if there's like a definitive best out of all on the list. Personally, I would pick up the Petra's Anchor. It's just, in my opinion, a fun weapon to use. But, you know, DarkSteel having a unique critical and 10% chip damage definitely kind of puts it, and outranging all of the weapons, does kind of put it in its own position to be used as an endgame weapon. And with the new Great Axe talents, I would definitely say the Iron Birch is a very good option if you want to have that heavy damage without having to sacrifice the swing speed. It is definitely a way for maybe like medium or light weapon users to really get into heavy. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. In conclusion, they're all good. Pick up any of them. Have fun. Anyways, see ya. Peace.